The drama that just happened right before I sat down to film, all of a sudden there's this loud beeping noise like beep, 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 and then it goes, warning, deactivate. And I'm like, there's a bomb in the house. So I'm like running all over the place, trying to find John. I'm like, John, there's a bomb. And he's like, there's not a bomb. And I'm like, it said deactivate. So I go upstairs, he goes to the basement. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Turns out it was an alarm saying, warning, evacuate. And we think it's a carbon monoxide alarm, but it doesn't say what it is. But it's stopped now. So hopefully we're good and I don't drop dead in the middle of this video. Sephora has another 20% off sale. Today's the last day of the sale. Honestly, I just have not been inspired to make a purchase or film this video because there's like nothing new on Sephora that seems remotely interesting to me. Do you guys feel the same way? Have you browsed through the just dropped page? I mean, there's just really nothing aside from some kits. I mean, I always think of the holidays as being a prime time for launching new products, but I just don't see anything right now that's particularly interesting or innovative. Before we get into the smart shopping slash anti-haul part of the video, I don't know about you guys, but I got a little bit of a bone to pick with Sephora. You know, they did their Sephora, what was it called? Like holiday savings event where they do the tiered sales program. Rouge gets 20%, BAB gets 15%, Beauty Insider gets 10%. And then they just go and drop a 20% off code for all. And I feel like if you're VIB or Beauty Insider, that's got to feel painful. And it's tough because I remember they did this last year, but you don't know if they're gonna do it again. So you think to yourself, okay, well, should I participate in the holiday savings event or should I wait and see if there's a 20% off sale? I don't know, man. I just find it really shady that they have the tiered savings event and then they drop a 20% off for all coupon code afterwards. It really rubs me the wrong way. And when you factor in all the taxes anyways, it really is just not even that great of a sale. But either way, I still have a couple things that I want to buy right now. I'm really not in the mood to make any purchases. Like the holidays are really expensive. We're about to move. I don't want to own any more things than I already have. I am aggressively downsizing everything that I own. But I've gotten a lot of feedback that you guys really like the smart shopping anti-haul kind of video. So what I've done, per usual, is I've gone through Sephora and I've added every single item that I might possibly want to purchase into my cart. And I'm going to talk myself out of every purchase and come up with a reason why I should not purchase, except for a mask, one hair product, and a backup of a limited edition blush that I don't want to run out of. Hi, I just watched the footage back of this video and my makeup looks a little rough. I just wanted you to know it's a full face of makeup that I'm decluttering. So in a couple of my videos, if things look a little wonky, it's because I'm trying to figure out what makeup I want to get rid of before we move. Bear with me. Oh, Thumper. Wait, you have to see Thumper. 1 sec. Hi, buddy. Hey, bud. Just taking a nap on concrete? Okay. So cute. Currently, my cart is $1,270, and that ain't gonna fly. So let's start with the 7 Virtues Cherry Ambition Eau de Parfum Travel Spray. By the way, this video is gonna have a lot of perfumes. That was one of the only things I noticed there were a lot of new items of on Sephora. And you know, I've been looking for a cherry fragrance because in my mind, I love the taste of cherry flavored things. I would love if someone came out with like a cherry flavored lip gloss or a cherry flavored melty lip balm. I feel like nobody goes for cherry scents because they can lean really artificial or really saccharine sweet, or they can lean on the very cough medicine side, and nobody wants that. But I feel like if someone just nailed a cherry scent, I would be so excited. I don't know if that's something I'd really want in a fragrance, but I really want it in a lip product. Do you know what it is that I keep thinking about? Okay, bear with me here. Somebody please tell me that you know what I'm talking about. The cherry, the child's toy with the fake cherries. You feed her the fake cherries, right? But it smelled like cherries, like cherry candy. This is gonna kill me. I'm Googling 90s toy doll with cherries. Yes, that's the one! This bitch, this one. Do you remember her? Those are the cherries, and I remember they smelled like cherries. Okay, I don't know why. I've been thinking about that doll a lot recently because I really liked the way the cherries smelled, which is a super long-winded way of saying I would love to find a perfume or some lip product with a really nice cherry scent that smells like that. The 7 Virtues perfume, it says the notes are cherry, saffron, and vanilla, and the fragrance description says, manifest your dreams with aromatherapeutic, long-lasting cherry powered by sustainable sandalwood and upcycled cognac. Gourmand vanilla swirls with candied agave and bursts with cherry blossoms and florals crowned by warm amber suede and gaiac wood musk. That was a little wordy. Spritz for the sweet scent of success. So I have not had great luck with this brand so far. Ooh, okay. Nah, we're gonna remove this from the cart. Review says cough syrup. Opening smells like straight up cherry cough syrup and it's too strong for me to wait for the middle and dry down. Another person said this is very musky, gave me a headache. Another person said this is not a lost cherry dupe. Some people said it's very powdery. Yeah, okay, no, I'm out. That for me is an easy skip. Okay, so this one's interesting. So I saw on the new makeup page on Sephora that Tom Ford dropped a Luxe lip gloss, and what I liked about it was in this like silver and platinum packaging, which really appealed to me, but it was $61. And then I noticed that if you just buy their regular packaging, it's $59. So I'm definitely not gonna spend a couple extra dollars on that packaging. Oh wait, I forgot to put my earrings in. So one of my friends, Stephanie of Beauty Unhyped on Instagram, she really likes the Tom Ford lip gloss formula. Her favorite shade is Fantôme. It looks a little bit too deep and maybe a little, come on earring, and maybe a little bit too warm for me. But the shade Sunrise Pink looks absolutely gorgeous, and I don't know, I've been getting the craving to have another lip gloss in my collection. I feel like now everything I own is a lip serum, like a liquid lip balm or a melty gloss balm, and I've just been kind of craving a plush, cushiony, high shine standard lip gloss. But for $59, I need another lip product like I need a hole in my head. So this we're gonna skip, and we're gonna wait until maybe I can swatch one in stores, smell it, make sure that it's really what I would like, and then I can purchase it another time. So I put the Living Proof Mini Triple Bond Complex leave-in hair treatment in my cart. It's $20 and it's 0.33 ounces or 10 milliliters. Someone said that this is 33% less product for the same price. Get this in the tube while it's still available. So let me see what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about in terms of the tube, but I really like this as a hair strengthener. While I haven't particularly noticed results myself, the woman who colors my hair said that my hair's gotten so much stronger and healthier, and it's undoubtedly thanks to this. But you know what? The regular size is really not that big. It's pretty small and I can take it with me when I travel. So I think I'd rather just get the value of the larger size, and I don't think I'm gonna run out of it anytime soon. So I'm gonna remove this from my cart. Okay, now we're on to a product that I for sure know that I wanna get. My heart was broken when I found out that my beloved Charlotte Tilbury Matte Beauty Blush Wand in Pillow Talk was limited edition. I emailed Charlotte Tilbury customer service because I saw that their website had every shade but Pillow Talk, and I thought it was bizarre because Pillow Talk is their most iconic color. They said it was just limited edition and it's not coming back. So I do see that this is still available on Sephora. It's my favorite cream blush of all time. It's my favorite blush color of all time, and I created an entire deep dive video where I'm gonna be testing a ton of different nude powder blushes to try to find that Pillow Talk blush color in a powder formula, because my only complaint about it is sometimes I just really prefer a powder over a cream, and I'm about to run out of the Matte Beauty Blush Wand in Pillow Talk, so I definitely need a backup, and I'm so devastated that this was only limited edition because out of all of the colors they launched, this was blatantly the best one. And that's $42, so I definitely want to buy it while I can have a 20% off coupon. And then also the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. I have tried so many texturizing sprays. My hair is super thin and fine. This is like a ton of texturizing spray in it, and if you can imagine, my hair still just looks so thin. I really need something with good kind of texture, grit, and hold that doesn't weigh my hair down, and that's exactly what the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray does, and it has a wonderful smell. It's not too strong. I just find that most hair care companies, unfortunately, are heavily fragranced. Most of them really bother my nose. I've had times where John has had to ask me to shower and wash my hair right after washing my hair and, you know, adding some hairspray or texturizing spray because of how heavily fragranced the products were. So I have to be pretty careful because of John's sensitive nose. And even though this is so pricey at $49, every time I use it, I am just reminded why I love it. And when it comes to my absolute favorite beauty products of all time, that's when I'm willing to splurge. And so I'm definitely gonna buy this while I have a 20% off coupon code. Next, okay, interesting one. The Glossier Limited Edition Balm.com Lip Balm and Skin Salve. It's $14, which is a great price. There's cookie butter and hot cocoa. Both of them are in my cart right now. The reason I wanted to try this is I never got to try the original Glossier Balm.com formula before they reformulated it and made it vegan. I heard that the original one was phenomenal, and I've been really wanting to try it. First of all, I just really don't like limited edition products because you can't buy a backup when you run out. And then if I use it in a video and people are like, "What are you wearing?" they can't get it, and then it's just really annoying. I can't lie though, it's only $14, and I am really tempted by the cookie butter one because it looks almost clear. It doesn't look like it's gonna be super yellowy nude. It really does look almost clear, and I have had so many people say that this formula is great. Ah, shit, the reviews are phenomenal. Everybody says it's perfect. Blown away. Buy this right now. Amazing product. Smells incredible. Shit. Okay, they got me. All right, I'm gonna leave cookie butter in there for now, and we'll see. One that I've had in my cart for a while. This is the Jo Malone Pine and Eucalyptus Candle, and it was in my last smart shopping video, and I took it out of my cart because it's $82. I do not spend $82 on candles when I have companies like Sweetwater Decor that put out amazing candles and fragrances that are anywhere between $20 and $40. You have dyad candles that are around 44, and then Hotel Lobby for me around 54, I believe. That's really the price point that I like to stay within for candles. $82 for something this small for me is just a little bit ridiculous, but no home scents tempt me as much as pine scents or anything like really crisp and fresh, like pine and eucalyptus or mint or something like that. So anytime I see a bit of a Christmassy scent, I definitely get tempted. But for $82, it is just absolutely not worth it. And I have a ton of alternatives I can share with you. From Sweetwater Decor, Fraser Fir. From Dyad, Pins and Needles. And then my least favorite out of those, Hotel Lobby, the one in the white vessel, I think is a little bit of a pine scent. But Dyad, Pins and Needles and Sweetwater Decor, Fraser Fir are like the best fresh, crisp, Christmassy scents that I still feel are year-round appropriate, because they're not just like Christmas tree and that's the only thing that you smell. They just smell like wintry and like fresh air. You know what I mean? Long way of saying I'm not buying this candle. I also had the In Beauty Project collab with Poppy. It's the Sips and Lips limited edition lip glaze duo. And I had this in my cart because these colors looked like right up my alley. But then they sent me a PR package, so I don't need it anymore. It was $34, and I'm just gonna real quick drop in a B-roll clip here of me applying the shades in case you were curious and wanted to pick the kit up. I do know that In Beauty is gonna have the Sips and Lips kit available throughout the holidays. I'm not sure if there's a certain discount that they're doing, but they did ask me to do some sponsored content around it. So it's not so limited edition that it's gonna be gone anytime soon, I don't think. But these were some of the colors of my dreams. I just love that they're bright pops of color, but instead of their normal like super sheer jelly transparent type of finish, I love that it has a creamy opaque finish. Oh, that's my favorite kind of thing. Cranberry Fizz is right up my alley, and it smells like cranberry. It's just so delicious. Raspberry Rosé is more of a creamy bright pink. I love the color so much, and if you don't mind a very subtle hint of rose alongside the raspberry in the Raspberry Rosé one, then it's a stunning color. And honestly, it's pretty subtle, so I'm still gonna wear it, but it's just not one that I'm gonna go out of my way and like crave to apply like some of my others. But I do think those were a really good launch from the brand. Next, I've had this Haus Labs concealer brush in my cart for a really long time, but I'm also really tempted to buy the Kylie Cosmetics concealer brush, which looks like a really interesting shape and texture. And I also just got some brushes from CL Cosmetics. So on one end, there's a little concealer brush. So I think I'm good for now. I'm gonna remove this from my cart. Kilian Paris launched Smoking Hot, which is a perfume, and it's $290, and the mini size is sold out. Now this has hookah flavor, tobacco absolute, bourbon vanilla pure jungle essence. And the description says the perfume Smoking Hot is a new addition of the Smokes olfactory family. At night, there are no rules but one. Just be smoking hot. Kilian Paris's newest smoky fragrance is a truly caramelized delight. It features Kentucky Tobacco Absolute infused with a hookah drag of apple-flavored shisha tobacco and intense bourbon vanilla. Oh my god, that line, just be smoking hot, so cheesy. Honestly, probably not the one for me. I've tried a couple fragrances from Kilian and they all were just way too strong and they smelled super like saccharine, sweet, artificial. I've tried Angel's Share, I've tried the one that's more gin based, and they definitely just are not for me. So that is an easy $290 saved. Okay, next up, one that you've seen on my channel a little bit here, the Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation. And originally, I'll drop in a B-roll clip right now of me applying the shade Light 1, which I got in like a little blister pack. And it was a good shade match in terms of depth, but it was just way too peachy for me. But I totally fell in love with the texture of the foundation. It looked stunning. It had a natural finish, but just like ever so slightly dewy, not in a way that made my skin look oily, but just so hydrated and beautiful. Then I had a lovely subscriber do a makeup trade with me, and I sent her a bunch of products and she sent me the Glossier foundation in Light 4. And unfortunately that shade is just too dark and too yellow for me. It definitely doesn't have pink undertones. I'm so sick of brands saying that something has cool undertones when it's super yellow. But not only does the shade not work for me, I don't know what's going on, but every time I have tried to apply Light 4, it has been so cakey and crusty and just settles into my pores and every texture on my skin. And it's so strange to me because the little sample pack from Sephora in the shade Light 1 didn't do that for me, but the full size in Light 4 has just been a disaster, and I haven't changed anything in my skincare routine. You know, my other foundation goes on just fine and totally normally, so I don't feel like it's my skin. No idea why that's happening, but have any of you experienced that? I'm very confused. So for now, because that's happening, I'm just gonna remove it from my cart. All right, we're getting down to $691, making a little dent here. So Fleur launched their Missing Person fragrance, and I have the perfume oil in my cart. It's $45, and I don't know, I was just really intrigued by the notes here. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. I've tried Missing Person and I hated it. It made me have such a bad headache. I didn't want Missing Person. I wanted Mood Ring. Here we go. So I have Mood Ring in my cart. It's $96 $30 for the full size and $26 for the travel size. 3-star reviews. Not looking so good. So I was interested because it said the notes are fruit gummies, orange flower, and glazed musk. I don't know, I'm intrigued. I really like fruity scents. Fruity scents tend to work really well with my body chemistry for whatever reason, so I was intrigued by this. And it says this is a dynamic, vibrant, mood-enhancing fragrance that transports you to a technicolor daydream. It starts with the nostalgic sweetness of fruit gummies that burst through bright orange zest and dragon fruit pulp, while sunny blooms of marigold and orange flower add a dreamy ambiance. Mood Ring is a vividly addictive and ecstatic escape. So that sounds pretty good to me. But I looked at the reviews and this says absolutely not a sugary sweet fragrance. Jasmine and patchouli, that's pretty much it. Maybe a slight hint of orange. Worst fragrance blind purchase ever. Another person says disappointed. I bought this when it was available, blah, blah, blah. Smells nothing like the description. I didn't get anything gummy or sweet, returned it. Other people really like it, but someone said just don't blind buy it. Okay. Someone said, if you're not a big fan of patchouli, pass. This person says, I feel like this is the epitome of false advertising. I've been searching for a gummy bear fragrance for forever, and let me tell you, this is not it. Slightly fruity when first sprayed and dries down to patchouli flower overload. Okay, I'm out. I hate patchouli. I hate patchouli. Patchouli makes me want to vomit. But I do like patchouli in certain perfumes and candles where it's in the base note, but it's not the strongest note. Like, I feel like it's a great accompaniment note. As long as it's not prominent, I can handle it. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And then let's move on to Kayali. So they launched their Oudgasm collection, and this is vanilla oud. And as some of you may know, I've been planning a vanilla perfume video for what feels like 10 years at this point, and I just keep adding more and more because more and more vanilla perfumes have been launching. So now I'm considering if I should try the Kayali Oudgasm Vanilla Oud for the video. And it's $36 for the travel spray, but I went to Sephora one time and sprayed some Kayali fragrances. They did not work for me. They just smelled, I don't want to be mean, but like they smelled really cheap to me. And I hate saying that because if Kayali fragrances are your favorite, perfume of all time and it's your signature scent, I don't want to imply that you smell cheap. It's just that on my body chemistry and to my nose, it smelled a little bit, just a little college, and the notes are vanilla, praline, and oud. So I'm gonna delete this and maybe I can find a little sample of it online somewhere. Okay, this was the Tom Ford Soleil Neige Gloss Luxe, the $61 one with the more platinum white and silver packaging. I really do like the white and silver packaging so much more than the typical like black and gold. But do I need a $61 gloss right now? No, because I need to be buying things for my house. So that is an easy pass. Next, we have the Moroccan Oil Mini Dry Shampoo for light tones, and I meant to put in one for dark tones, so I'm gonna swap that out. Maison Margiela Replica launched Under the Stars Eau de Toilette. The notes are oud infusion, leather accord, and black pepper. So the fragrance description says, this is a long-lasting unisex fragrance that transports you to the memory of soaking in the joys of a warm and starry night with notes of oud essence, raw leather accord, and black pepper essence. So it's a woody, leathery fragrance. That to me is definitely going to be a little bit too strong on my nose. Leather just does not work for me. Leather notes give me an instant headache. I just cannot do it. I don't know, with a name like Under the Stars, I was expecting something a little bit different. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to be leather and wood. But I see that now, but it's not for me. So I'm going to delete that. It might be for John though, so maybe if I can find a sample, it's John. Hey, yep, I'm alive. I'm not dead of carbon monoxide poisoning just yet, but we'll see. I feel fine. You feel fine too? Okay, cool. I'm not dead yet. Next up, oh man, I forgot that I wanted to get another one of these and it's pretty pricey. All right, okay. So the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ceramide Moisturizer. I think if I had to pick one favorite moisturizer to use for the rest of my life, it would be Honey Halo. I like to use Honey Halo during the daytime because it has this like velvety soft matte finish. It just is so great under makeup for me because it's super, super rich, but it's not dewy. So it's just like the most phenomenal base for someone like me who has pretty dry or dehydrated skin. I'm honestly not sure which one, but I get oily when I wear makeup, so it's a perfect moisturizer for those two issues. The Jumbo is $74, which honestly is insulting. I feel like pharmacy products are just frankly quite overpriced. It's a very simple moisturizer. It's just got some hydrating ingredients and some soothing ingredients. It's really not fancy, so I do not understand why this is $74, but I have not found a single product like it, so in the cart she goes. I do have the Glossier Balm.com in the original formula in the hot cocoa scent scent in my cart, but I think cookie butter is something that I probably would gravitate towards a little bit more, so I'm gonna remove this one. Shoot, all the other ones are products I just realized I'm about to run out of. Okay, the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30, that is my daily sunscreen. That's what I wear under makeup because it is just the perfect texture for me. I can only wear mineral sunscreens, unfortunately. I have some of the most sensitive skin of anyone I've ever met. Every chemical sunscreen irritates my skin. Even like the most innovative ones from Korea, I can't handle it for some reason. So mineral sunscreens it is, and this one just has the best texture for me as a primer because it's a very, very thin mineral sunscreen formula. It never pills no matter what I do. The tint is the same color as my skin, which is fantastic, and it sets to a beautiful soft matte finish. It never feels dry, it never looks dry. It just dries down and it feels like I'm wearing absolutely nothing, and that's how I like my sunscreen to be. I would prefer if it were SPF 50, of course. When I'm not wearing makeup, I'm wearing my SPF 50 mineral sunscreens, but when I am wearing makeup, the only sunscreen I wear is the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense, and I'm about to run out of it, so I am gonna keep that in my cart right now while I can get 20% off. The next one is the Laura Mercier blush in the shade Chai. Now, I actually bought this on, I think, Amazon for my nude blush video because it was a few dollars off and I wanted it at a discount. It arrived in the mail completely shattered and half the product fell out, so I learned my lesson, don't buy from Amazon. And I'll just drop in a B-roll clip of it here so you can see what it looks like. It is so pretty, and I don't think it's my perfect nude blush. It's described as a matte dirty rose, and I agree with the matte finish. It's this gorgeous soft matte finish, so it just looks airbrushed on the skin. These days, I much prefer blush that has no shimmer in it. I just like a matte finish, and then I can use highlighter to control where I add glow. But it's described as a dirty rose, and I completely disagree with that. Just on my own undertones, having cool skin that's pretty pink, the peachiness of this color really shows, but I think it's a great warm blush for me, even though I wanted it to be a rose and it's more of a peach. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like this kind of peach color on my skin, or do you think I look better in something kind of pinky? I just keep going back to it in my mind and thinking about how beautiful it was. Obviously, I returned to the super broken one because I was not about to pay $35 for half the product missing. Oh, $36, excuse me. So let me know, do you like the way that Chai looks on me, or do you think I should keep searching? But for right now, I just feel like I'm testing so many blushes, and maybe down the line, if I have gone through my whole nude video and nothing compared to Laura Mercier Chai, then I can buy it. But right now, I just don't really feel like I need it. So I'm gonna move it to my loves section. I'm about to run out of my favorite mask of all time, which is the Youth to the People Super Clay Purify and Clear Power Mask with Niacinamide. Youth to the People is another brand like Pharmacy that I feel is just crazy overpriced. I feel like their products are average at best. I've really never had a Youth to the People product change my life except for this one. And it's $38. It's the best when I'm having breakouts, which right now I've been experiencing a lot of over the past 9 weeks as I've been going through SIBO treatment. And if you don't know, SIBO is small intestine bacterial overgrowth. And like throughout the whole treatment, my microbiome has been totally thrown off. So I've just been dealing with horrific breakouts, and I've been leaning heavily on this mask, and it really does help. It makes a difference. It's always in my annual skincare favorites video, so I will certainly be buying a backup because I'm about to be out. I also have a backup of the Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo Dark Tones, the full size, which is 26, and a mini of the Dry Shampoo Dark Tones, which is 12. And I really do love those dry shampoos for when I travel, but you know what? I don't have any travel coming up anytime soon. We've totally cleared our calendar for the entire year of 2024, except for Coachella, because now that we're homeowners and we bought a tiny house, we have to get really creative. We have to furnish the entire place because we've been living in other people's homes, you know, renting other people's houses for the past several years. And so having to furnish an entire home is horrifyingly expensive. And we also have a lot of work we have to do on the house, which we can't afford, so we have to DIY stuff. Needless to say, I just really don't want to be spending anything unnecessarily right now, so I'm going to remove the mini Dry Shampoo Dark Tones. And as much as it pains me because I really wanted one product in here that felt like a treat me kind of gift, I really want the cookie butter one. I know it's only $14, but like I have a million lip balms, almost literally. If you haven't seen my lip balm video, I'll link it on the screen above, but it's an enormous lip balm collection. I just don't need another one. So she's got to go. We've got to be ruthless today. So after the discount, it's $223. I was really hoping to be under $200 for this. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check my collection and see if I really do need those hair products. Yeah, I do need them. I'm about to run out of all those products. So $223 it is. And you know what? I feel pretty good about this. All we have in there is the Pharmacy Honey Halo, Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo, Youth to the People Clay Mask, Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense, Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray, and the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Wand in Pillow Talk. Those are 6 of my all-time favorite products, and I'm about to run out of them. Why not buy them now when there's a 20% off code rather than in the 2 or 3 weeks when there's not going to be a code? So I can justify spending the extra $23 over the budget that I wanted. And I feel pretty proud of the fact that I was able to whittle my cart down so much. And, you know, especially really exercise control over that one little Glossier lip balm that I really wanted. I hope you like this smart shopping video. I can do them for Ulta or really any other company that's having a sale. And if you like content like this, I'll leave my latest anti-haul video on the screen. I basically just browse all the new releases on Trendmood and talk about why I wouldn't purchase them. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you in the next one.